JRR Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings is filled with grand figures. Mighty wizards like Gandalf, whose wisdom and knowledge of Middle-earth is utterly priceless and vital for the Fellowship. You have noble kings like Aragorn, who in the movies is more reluctant to take that role, but in the books is ready to become king. And you also have ancient evils, like the evil of Saruman, who converts seemingly to the dark side and makes a ring himself and seems to lose all sanity for his actual purpose. And within the series as well, there are characters that are enigmatic and mysterious that the movies totally leave out. People like Tom Bombadil, who a simple mention of him will send fans into a frenzy of deciphering his meaning. Or Glorfindel, who is an elf lord that defeated a Balrog and then gets sent back to Middle-earth to save Frodo from the Ringwraiths. I don't really know that yet, but some people were telling me that. Again, it's my first time read. I'll talk about that in a second. Yet, nestled within the pages of this epic saga lies a being so pivotal, so enigmatic, that its mere presence alters the course of the history of Middle-earth. I speak, of course, of the most unsung, overlooked, and mysterious hero of Middle-earth, the Quick Duck. But before I go on, make sure you like the video. Please subscribe, as I am reading through Lord of the Rings for the first time and publishing video essays of my thoughts throughout the read. So subscribe if you want to support the channel. You can also become a member where you get early access to videos, some exclusive content that will be out shortly, and a book club that I am looking to start for Lord of the Rings in a few weeks. Anyway, back to the essay. For years, scholars and fans alike have overlooked this passage, hidden within the text like a riddle waiting to be unraveled. It's within the mines of Moria, and it's when the entire Fellowship gets found out by orcs, and these orcs are running ahead into this room to try to accost them and to stop them. And they get in a fight with them. And the Fellowship ends up killing a lot of people, and this is what the text says. When 13 had fallen, the rest fled shrieking, leaving the defenders unharmed, except for Sam, who had a scratch along the scalp. A quick duck had saved him, and he felled his orc, a sturdy thrust with his barrow blade. At first glance, a casual reader might assume this means Sam, through nimble reflexes, dodged an attack. Well, let's take a step back. Is that truly what the text says? No! This sentence does not say that Sam quickly ducked. It states that a quick duck saved him. This is an entirely different claim, one that suggests the presence of an actual physical and extremely timely duck. And stepping a bit outside of the comedy here, because I think that's all that this is, I also think that Tolkien left this in there because of his love for language. Maybe the whole essay should have been about that, really, but I remember reading a comment on another video where Tolkien was essentially making a big translation joke when he had Gandalf mistranslate the word speak for say. When the inscription above the door should say speak friend and enter, it really means just say friend and enter. And I love a bit of Tolkien joking there. And you cannot convince me that J.R.R. Tolkien, a man who loves language and words, didn't rewrite that sentence to say Sam ducked, and that saved him from a blow, rather than how he writes it, which is a quick duck saved him. I believe in my heart of hearts that Tolkien left that in there as a little joke to us readers, and I'm going to take this to the end of Middle-earth and back. Consider what this means for Middle-earth. We have these people who are destined for the throne like Aragorn. We have elves who can walk on the snow. And we have a shadowy figure known only as Tom Bombadil, whose very existence defies reason. And yet none of them hold a candle to this duck, a creature of such precision and agility that it not only intervened at the crucial moment, but did so with such effectiveness that it altered the course of the battle. How? Did it flap its wings into the orc's face, distracting it? Did it quack menacingly, sending the creature into a moment of existential dread? Did it, against all odds, grasp a blade in its webbed foot and strike with the force of destiny? We don't know. We are simply told that the quick duck saved Sam. And that must be enough for us. More perplexing still is the mystery of this duck's origin and fate. Unlike Gandalf, who falls and returns as Gandalf the White, or Aragorn, whose lineage is traced back to the great kings of old, the quick duck appears once and is never seen again. Where did it come from? Was it a Maya like Sauron choosing the form of a duck to move unnoticed among the mortals? Was it sent by the gods of Middle-earth, a divine waterfowl deployed at the moment of utmost need? Or did it, like the eagles, simply show up, perform a miraculous act, and then flap off into legend? The text offers no answers, only an open-ended enigma. And therein lies the greatest mystery of all. While we argue about the metaphysics of elven immortality or the logistical challenges of carrying the One Ring on an eagle, we ignore the most inexplicable anomaly in Tolkien's entire legendarium. This duck does not need an elaborate backstory. It exists, it acts, and then it disappears, leaving behind only questions and a single, undeniable truth. That without it, Sam Gamgee would not have survived. So for the next time someone asks who the true hero of Middle-earth is, resist the urge to say Frodo, Aragorn, or even Sam. Instead, tell them the truth. Tell them about the quick duck. And when they ask for more information, simply shake your head and say, I wish we knew. I wish we knew. This was kind of fun to write. I don't really ever do this on any of my essays, so it was kind of fun to just piece this together. Anyway, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're into this sort of thing, and I will see you in the next one tomorrow where we're talking about Lothlorien, and I'm so excited to talk about that because I find so many parallels with some of C.S. Lewis's work and some of like this Hebrew imagery I think that Tolkien is using. Cannot wait to talk about it. So I'll see you guys in the next one.